Hello, this is my final assignment in International Business by Tanya Galarza. What I love about myself. What I love about myself is the feeling I get when helping others through life. If it is volunteering time, materials, or giving advice that can help someone make an uninformed decision, this is one characteristic that I love about myself. I love the time management skills I have developed from being in school, having a full-time job, and raising 4 children. I love how when I set a goal and the feeling of meeting that goal through is met, and all the blood, sweat, and tears are worth it. My career of interest. A career of interest is creating resources for young adults to learn to do tasks that are not taught in school. There are so many different life skills and responsibilities that I feel are crucial to life for young adults that are not always taught at home or at school. I would also love to create resources for young parents to strive for goals, even though they have to deal with parental responsibility. I would like to start a nonprofit to empower young parents. Some examples of these would be finance classes to teach basic life skills like balancing a checkbook, writing a check, or creating a life budget, which would include all real-life expenses when living on your own. These can include utilities, rent, car payments, insurance, health insurance, groceries, gas, and putting these on a spreadsheet so that a young adult can see what realistic life expenses are out there and be aware of what type of income they will need to meet to survive in the real world. It's very common for a lot of young adults to get out there and not have any clue about how costly and financial responsibilities are included to live on your own. I think it's important for young adults to understand that so they can have a better understanding on what type of career will allow them to live the lifestyle they want to live. I also would want to have classes on job searches and also resume writing, and also I would like to have classes that would involve parenting. Even if you're not a parent, just kind of teaching young adults what it takes to raise kids and the financial responsibility in doing that. I believe if you educate children or young adults beforehand, they have somewhat in the back of their mind an idea of what it takes to carry through with some of these responsibilities before actually jumping into them. The country where I found that these classes would thrive would be, the first one is in Niger. Niger has the world's highest rate of teen pregnancy and the world's highest child marriage rate. By the time they turn 18, 75% of girls are married and 51% have born a child. The vast majority of teen mothers in the developing world are married. Child brides are less likely to get maternal health care than older women, according to a recent study from the University of California, San Diego, and Boston University Researchers estimate a 10% reduction in child marriage could lead to a 70% reduction in a country's maternal mortality rate. In an attempt to boost the chances that mothers will make it through delivery in Niger, the UMPFA recently created 11 husband schools where men gather twice monthly to learn about reproductive health, and one result in the program reported one wife. Men are starting to take their wives to the health center. Mozambique has 41% of all women having a baby before they turn 20. 41% is a high number. UNICEF lists pregnancy as one of the country's biggest obstacles to girls, which is an obstacle to their education. Just 17% of girls make it to secondary school. Chad is another country that has 47% of all women having a baby before they turn 18. Chad's Ministry of Health recently named maternal mortality as one of the country's most extensive and severe problems. A woman living in Chad has a 1 in 14 chance of dying in childbirth. Most likely to die, poor, uneducated teenagers who are not fully developed. Less than half of the country's wealthiest women give birth under the supervision of a skilled health worker, according to UNICEF. But with 80% of the population living under the poverty line, most have even less access to the health care. Among poor women, just 1% get help. I found these numbers and information shocking and feel the need for these types of services in the world. When I look at how I would apply this, I think to make a difference and to educate, the rewards would come when an organization can educate and help young men and women to make choices to create a stable and successful life. So to me, applying these opportunities and classes for young adults would be a reward and a goal set, and if you can help just one person, in my mind, I would have done my job. That is the conclusion, and I enjoyed your class, Dr. Ortiz, and I hope I can squeeze one more in before I complete my degree. Thank you.